question, one face of a cube-shaped package has an area of 10.625 square inches. What's the lateral surface area of the package?
Wait, so it gave you the surface area, right?
It gave us an area of one of the faces. Okay? So each face is going to be four-sided, right?
How am I going to draw that?
Hey, stop talking.
So perimeter of your base times the height sides.
So would that all be?
So this and this, 10.625. So what would each side of that be? 10.265, if that's the area of one of the faces. So this times this. You divide by 2. It is C. It is C. No. 10.25 times 4. Number 11. A hollow cylinder is made completely of plastic material, sorry. It has a radius of 3.5 inches and a height of 7.8 inches. Does not have a top or a bottom. So that tells us that's lateral. What is the amount of plastic material used to make one of the cylinders? So a hollow cylinder is made of plastic material. We've got a radius of 3.5 and a height of 7.8. Doesn't have a top or a bottom. So we're looking for just the lateral of a cylinder. Just the side, just that label. No top, no bottom. So it's the lateral surface area of a cylinder. Of a cylinder.
Oh, 2 pi r/h.
2 pi r/h. So 2 times pi times radius times height. Just the lateral. Since it says it does not have a top or a bottom.
So 2 times 3.4 times 3.5 times 7.8.
Yuppers.
Oh, the answer is too much straight.
So you should have gotten D, multiplying all those together. Lateral surface area. Number 12, Cole wanted to wrap his brother's birthday present shaped like a rectangular prism with Avengers wrapping paper. The box is 3.1 feet long, 3.7 feet wide, and 4.2 feet high. What's the closest to the total surface area of the box?
Total.
I do not know.
Then how do you draw a 3D box? PH plus 2B.
Hey, I actually shared. I'm showing you.
So the total surface area of a rectangular prism, what is it?
Boy, that's like the same thing I just did. Okay, but I actually don't have to draw it.
So the perimeter of the base times the height plus 2 times the area of the base.
So you do 3.1 plus 2.7 plus 2.42.
The perimeter of your base, what's your base?
Oh, it's sorry.
Is it?
The perimeter of the base, so 3.1.
Is it B?
Okay, so the perimeter of your base, 3.1 plus 3.1 plus 3.7 plus 3.7. Okay, 13.6 should be your perimeter. 13.6, what's the height of the whole prism? What's the height of the whole prism? 4.2. Then plus 2 times the area of the base. So my base is this rectangle down here. So 3.1 times 3.7 would be the area of my base. So plug that all in.
Like 5 minutes ago.
Should be D. Number 13. The rectangular prism below needs to be painted on all sides.
Total?
How many square feet of paint is needed for the prism? All sides, that would be total.
The whole total is 15, like 6.
Wait, are we looking for Prism?
All sides, yes. So perimeter of your base times height plus 2 times the area of your base.
Well, it's 20 for 6 plus 6 for and then times 5
Yeah, I got 20.
So the perimeter of our base should be 20 times the height of 5.
It's gonna be 100.
So 20 times 5 is 100.
And then the base, the area of the base
Good.
would be, I don't know what the area is.
6 times 4.
5 plus 2.
That's 24.
Okay.
So you do 100. Crap. 100.
Oh, yeah. You got 3 D's in a row.
148. Number 14, Debbie is making a triangular boxes. The diagram below shows the dimensions of the triangular boxes. How much cardboard is needed to make each box? So if she's gonna make each box, she needs cardboard for each side, right? So that's gonna be total surface area. So we want to figure out the total surface area, and we want to use that formula. So surface area of a prism, since it's a triangular prism, perimeter of the base times height plus 2 times the area of the base. So remember, if you've got a triangular prism, your bases are the triangles. So we want to plug that in. So for the perimeter, the height, the area of the base, we want to find each of those. So our lengths of our base, we've got 12, 5, and there's nothing here, but there's something over here. So that's going to be the same because the triangles, the lengths of each triangle are the same on each side, okay? So for the perimeter, we want to add all those together. So 12 plus 5 plus 13. So 12 plus 5 plus 13 gives us 30. The height, so the height is the distance between those two bases. So it's going to be 15. And then capital B stands for the area of the base. So to find the area of the base, since our base is a triangle, we have to do base of the triangle times the height of the triangle divided by 2. So the base of the triangle, 5, times the height of the triangle, 12, divided by 2. So 5 times 12 divided by 2 is 30. Okay, so we want to use these 3 numbers and plug them into our formula for the perimeter, the height, and the area of the base. So the perimeter was 30, so 30 times 15 plus 2 times 30. So 30 times 15 plus 2 times 30 gives us 510, and that's an answer choice. 15 for science project. Kaysen needs 2 cubed shaped boxes, one painted white, the other painted black. Kaysen will place a thermometer inside each box, set it in the sun, and measure temperature differences. The edge of each box is 5.3 inches long. What is the surface area of both boxes that Tanner will have to paint if he does not paint the bottom of either box? Honestly, I think let's go ahead and skip this one because it's just asking to not paint the bottom. It's not really lateral. But let's just skip that one because I don't think you guys will see one quite that complicated on the test. And number 16, if that's wrong, we'll go back and we'll fix it. But number 16, Patrick is building a ramp out of plywood. He is going to use plywood sheets that are 36 square feet each. The diagram below shows the dimensions of the ramp. So that seems like that's important. How many plywood sheets will Patrick need to build all 5 sides of the ramp, assuming the bottom is also covered with plywood? Okay, so all sides, that's total surface area. And here's what's weird about this one. So we know our formula is going to be pH plus 2B, right? And we know that the triangles are our bases because it's a triangular prism. Here's what we don't know. We don't know all three lengths, or all three sides of the triangle. We know two of them. And so this is kind of a multi-step, and this is kind of a pain in the butt. But think about Unit 8, and if you were given just, like, ignore everything else. If you were given just this problem, how would you solve for that third length of the triangle? It's a right triangle. What would we do? Think about this as A, B, and C. We'd have to do Pythagorean theorem. Okay, so A squared plus B squared equals C squared. Throwing it back. So 3 squared plus 4 squared equals C squared. So 3 squared plus 4 squared is 25. And if we take the square root of 25, we get 5. Okay, so that missing length we didn't have was 5. Pain in the butt. Okay, but so now let's go through and let's break this formula down. So perimeter we need, the height we need, and the area of the base we need. So perimeter of the base, since it's the triangular prism, we've got 3 plus 4 plus 5. And that gives us 12. The height, remember the height is the distance, the length between the two bases. Okay, so in this case, 14 and 2/5. You can, if you want to turn 2/5 into a decimal, that might be nice. 2/5, 2 divided by 5 is 0.4. So it's really 14.4. Okay, so the height is 14.4. Area of the base. How do we find the area of the base of a triangle? Or area of a triangle? Base times height divided by 2. So the bottom of the triangle times the height of the triangle, 4 times 3, divided by 2. So 4 times 3 is 12, divided by 2 is 6. Now let's plug all that info in. So we've got the perimeter, which is 12, times the height, 14.4, plus 2 times area of the base. So 12 times 14.4, remember to use parentheses, plus 2 times 6, and I get 184.8. Why is that not an answer choice? Go back up and look at your question. How many plywood sheets? Okay, we're looking for how many sheets we need. How big were those sheets? Oh, 36 square feet each. Okay, so the total surface area is 184.8 centimeters squared. Each sheet is 36 square feet. So we're going to divide our total surface area by the surface area of the sheets. Oh, I guess that's, why did I put centimeters? Hello. Feet divided by 36. So 184.8 divided by 36. And I get 5.13. So how many plywood sheets will Patrick need to build all 5 sides of the ramp? So it's closer to 5, but if you are building something and your measurements call for just a tiny bit over 5 feet, like just a tiny little bit, should you buy 5 feet of that material, whatever it is, or should you buy 6 just in case? Just in case. Okay?